What up, world, and welcome to another edition of Vantage Point. It's your host, MC Sunrise Music, as always, and I want to thank you guys for tuning into the show. Thank you for tuning into the show. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button below. If you're here and you're watching the show, make sure you hit that like button, please. And thank you. And shout out to my dude, BCOG. Um, Shirt still work, brother. If you're watching the show, send a brother another one at different colors so I can wear it different places. But anyways, we're gonna get right into it. Let's get into the audio of the day. Check it out.
Yeah. What's up, Tate? Rapture ready. R3G. Turn up. Look up to the birds and always dream of flying. Right now I feel like I'm stuck and tired of sorta trying. Okay, I'm sorta lying. See, I feel like I succeed, but during trials I forget who I'm glorifying. It seems horrifying. We stay talking about dying to self, but in our hearts we're still sorta blinded. But God can give a blind man sight, so if we claiming lost hope, then grab faith and go out and find them. I know the road seems long, so let's cut the distance. And you say he don't speak, but you sorta distant. So it's time to listen and let his love cast out all things. Walk with him and see what you're missing.
I'm just putting in work. The devil's always on the prowl and he trying to steal my crown, but my God always around. Oh, and he never lets me down, and he stays looking down, so you know it's going down, yeah. Going down. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was the audio of the day. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, share it with your friends, share it with your mom and them, cousins, uncles, pastors, youth pastors, everybody. Make sure you show some love and share the show as much as possible because we need all the support we can get, and these artists need all the support they can get. So, and make sure you follow these artists, like their stuff, buy their material, support the show. All right. And if you want to help out further, hit that cash app below. Help us out with that. And that's pretty much all I got for you, man. Let's get into the show. I'm excited. Tina Nelms on the show tonight. Check it out.
Sonrize music.
Before I knew myself, he wouldn't leave me. He knew that I would.
This is a Table Talk exclusive. We're just getting started.
E ono ngā koti e whakahe. Hawana, hawhakamanu whiriti a koe au. Kamate, kamate.
I've been lost in this struggle where my faith and fear collides. Heavy is my heart with the weight that I try to hide. See the world noise loud, but his whispers break through. I can hear God saying, son, I'm the way, the life, and the truth. Temptation creeping close, shadow gripping my soul. Evil's a hungry beast, always trying to take control. But his grace pulled me back like a lifeline, thrown into the valley of the shadow. I am never alone. So now my chains can't hold me. His blood has set me free. What's life? It's a savior that died for me. See the world all for riches that fades to dust, but his kingdom is eternal. It's in him I trust, so I fight every battle with my hands raised high, eyes fixed on the throne where my hope won't die. I was lost in the dark, but now I walk redeemed. What's life? It's a freedom that's found on this team.
If the fight is for freedom, then I am pledging allegiance, putting feet to the cement, never aligning with demons. Who the son is set free is truly predestined for freedom, so we stand in agreement and fight for the rights of New Zealand. Government not making good on promises, not a secret, misleading indigenous people to destruction is evil. This is more than bars with a beat. Please peep the message. You dig a grave for your enemy. Please dig a second. Same way that Jesus flipped tables, we coming to flip the script. You don't need an LLC to know what the business is. Justice in my penmanship. Love is what the mission is. Ain't no ducking, even Jehovah wants you to witness this.
Welcome to another edition of Vantage Point. I am your host, MC Sonrize Music. I have my special guest, gospel singer Tina Nelms, on the show today. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome, awesome. So for everybody that don't know, who is Tina Nelms?
Actually, Tina Nelms is a Houstonian. I'm a singer, songwriter. I'm an artist for the last 4 or 5 years. I'm an HR professional, a licensed Christian counselor. I have my own talk show. So a lot of different hats, but my major forte that I fulfill my passion is with music.
Okay. So you grew up in church, but was there a time that you like found God just for yourself, like that moment where like you knew for yourself that you found God?
Yes, I'd have to say my college years, from around maybe the 18 to 20, when you really start going through, hey, I'm away from parents, you're going through life trying to figure things out, and you rely on your foundation. And the foundation that I've been taught, it really came to fruition for me. So during my college years, early on.
Okay, that's usually when people go the other way. That's interesting.
No, unfortunately, that wasn't for me.
Right. So I heard you mention in a prior interview that you were comfortable behind a piano. Is that
Yes, so
go ahead.
that's my blanket, actually. I've played for churches since I was 12 years old.
Mhm.
I have taught songs, directed, wrote music since I was 17. So I've always directed choirs and sung from the keyboard or from the piano. So for me, it is the blanket until I decided that I was ready to become a gospel recording artist. Whereas a lot of times, you're not able to do that. Sometimes you're able to fill it in, but for the most part, you are standing up before the audience in the center stage, and there's not a keyboard on the stage, so you're not able to resort to your norm. So that's been my blanket for most of my career. Yeah.
Okay. Was that a difficult process to get comfortable with being in front of the piano?
It was. That's why I call it my blanket. It was something that was hard for me to walk away from because I was so used to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like second nature. And so then I had to start focusing my mind on truly just standing on the stage and not the chords or the structure or the music or the rhythm, and just really focus on ministering without all those other variations that I would accustomed to carrying in my mind. So I think for me, it was that transition for that, and just to be able to engage a little bit differently with the audience, because you're so used to, sitting as opposed to standing and walking and moving around a little bit more. So for me, it was a transition. I won't say I've conquered it 100%, but I think I'm better at it than I was when I started.
Yeah, that's understandable. So
Yes.
you were actually in Andy Johnson's Unfinished Business stage play.
Yes.
You did a great job in that.
Oh, thank
One of
you.
the best singers on the show, so I gotta give that. It was a good stage play. Did you have to take acting classes for that?
No, actually, the way Miss Annie does it, she has an awesome AWJ production company here in Houston, and the way she does it, and she seeks out different talents up and coming, whether you're independent or what have you, and then she goes to a series of a couple of months where you're learning stage presence, stage probes, all that. So she does a lot of the training firsthand before you get into the acting. She doesn't give you a script and say, okay, here, let's go. No, she wants you to understand what staging and production is really all about, so that you feel comfortable in. And she's running it like a true production. It's not like a church play, so to speak. It is a true stage production that she's putting on for TV streaming, and therefore. So yeah, she does the training herself, which was great for me because I'd never had at that level. I've always been on the music side of it, playing for theater and stage at the Ensemble Theater here in Houston as well. So for me, that was pretty much brand new to me to be on that side of it, but learned a lot. We keep saying I'm gonna go back and do something else again. I will say this: when you get committed to AWJ, you're committed. It's a 2 to 3 day night a week thing for about 6 to 7 months leading into that production. So it's a true commitment, but I learned a lot and wouldn't give anything up for the opportunity.
Yeah, that was actually my next question. Are you looking to go into acting a little bit more? But,
yeah, I would love to. I guess timing is the thing, though. I mean, when you got your hand in a lot of different things, and I don't want to be a jack of all trades but rule of none. So I want to make sure that I'm honed in to where God really wants me to be. I did share with her that I would love to continue working with her from the music standpoint. She does a lot of original songs and things herself, but also likes to bring in artists that are writing and things like that. So we've talked about it. There may be some things brewing coming soon, but nothing finalized just yet, but working on some things. She's got some great things coming, some movies and some other things coming as well.
That's what's up. We'll be looking out for that. Shout out to Andy Johnson.
Yes.
So we're gonna get to a video real quick, and we'll be right back with Tina Nelms. All right.
All right.
Enemies flee 7 ways and leap falling like autumn. Leap falling like autumn. Leap falling like autumn. Enemies flee 7 ways and leap falling like autumn. Leap falling like autumn. Leap falling like autumn. Enemies flee 7 ways and leap falling like autumn. Leap falling like autumn. Leap falling like autumn. Enemies flee 7 ways and leap falling like autumn. Leap falling like autumn. Leap falling like autumn. My enemies flee 7 ways. I'ma be okay. Only have today, so I never seen a better day. That's why it's the present. Y'all blessed us with it through His grace. All I have is faith. I know all I have to do is pray. I forgot to say I'ma have to mix it with the works. Keep my Father's law and make sure to always put Him first. Keep my foot from sin, and the enemy's gon' get it worse. In Yahushua's name, we breaking down every curse. Go toe to toe, take the purse, cause it's really not a match. Leave 'em falling like autumn. Rake 'em up, put 'em in the bag. Get the truck, back it up, toss 'em in there with the trash. Drive off, go drop 'em off somewhere never to come back. Enemies flee 7 ways and leap falling like autumn. Leap falling like autumn. Leap falling like autumn. Enemies flee 7 ways and leap falling like autumn. Leap falling like autumn. Leap falling like autumn. Enemies flee 7 ways and leap falling like autumn. Leap falling like autumn. Leap falling like autumn. Enemies flee 7 ways and leap falling like autumn. Leap falling like autumn. Leap falling like autumn. The kingdom has been restored. Don't live in darkness no more. The blessings are yes and amen, but the choice is yours. Live free through the Savior. Let tries to form a league. My Elohim, he prepares the table for me in the presence of the adversaries. I sit and eat, he makes me dwell in safety, so I sleep in peace. Pride, bragging, and boasting, those are things we don't do. Don't have a glad heart when your enemies stumble. Pray they learn their lesson and seek to be humble. When your way is pleased, Yah, he keeps the enemy from you.
Back with Tina Nelms. So your son is actually a producer at Fox, right?
Yes, he is.
That's what's
He,
up.
yeah, I'm very excited, very proud of him. I always state that he never gave me a day of trouble in his life. And actually, that's a lot of parents may say that, but I can honestly say that truthfully. Never missed a curfew, never in trouble, never did a lot of things. Of course, he was an inquisitive kid, but never gave me any trouble. And I think it's paying off now, and I'm grateful that it is. He went to LSU to college and in Baton Rouge and went in journalism and communications. He got his associate's degree from Lone Star as he was in high school. So he only had about 2.5 years to finish. Got out on time in 2.5 years. Came home, was worried, Mom, what am I doing? I've been on the grind for the last 5 or 6 years, getting an associate's degree and all that. And now finished my bachelor's and don't have a job. I said, it's coming. And I must admit, as a mother, I went in my closet and said, okay, Lord, now he's done everything you asked him to do. I need
Yeah.
you to come through. And his professor reached out and gave him an opportunity to come back to Baton Rouge at the time, about 3.5 years ago, to work at Gray TV, which was a NBC or CBS station at the time. So that's how he started, did great there, got a call from New Orleans to go work for Fox News as a news producer as well for the sports department. So that's what he's been doing for the last year. It'll be a year next week. So yeah.
That's what's up. I
Yeah.
just
So
started a sports show, so I'm gonna have to holler at him about it.
yes, please do. He does a sports podcast too. He and
That's
another
what's
friend of
up.
his. So yeah, definitely I'll connect you. Braxton Brown. He's really doing great things for 23 years old. I mean, hey,
That's what's up.
major.
Are you a big sports fan or?
My family is a big sports fan. I'm not a big so he grew up around it nonstop, and then he played
Mhm.
sports for a little bit as well. But he wanted to play basketball, but it was one of those things when we got ready to go get his associate's degree. You have to give up a sports. And
Yeah.
so my thing as a parent was, it's your decision. I'm not going to make that decision for you. But I had to get him to understand, there's only so many Kobe's and LeBrons out here. So
Yeah.
maybe God wants you to thrive in another area. So we talked about it and he came to fruition. I told him, you can be a sportsman more than just on the court.
Yeah.
And so that's why it was such a big thing for me to be able to see him get to this point and be able to do it in the field and the career that he chose. So
That's
I'm
awesome.
grateful that God does answer prayer. Yes, he
Hmm.
does.
He move you
Yeah.
where he wants to.
Yes.
So in a past interview, you gave the advice to pick songs that minister to you first, so that you're gonna be authentic when you give it to the people.
Yes.
How do you feel about like the AI generated songwriters and the AI generated artists? How you feel about
Wow. You're gonna put me on Front Street. Wow.
that?
Oh man. Well, let's see. How do I want to word this? So I I like technology. I'm all about digital and I love it. I love all of it. But I think that when you're really trying to be creative as what songwriting is supposed to do, there's nothing wrong with maybe getting a couple of touch points from it. Hey,
Mhm.
I'm at a struggle. I'm in a writing block. Maybe I need to get a few pointers. But to just go out there like these apps that says, hey, tell it what you want to write and give you all the lyrics, all the rhythm, all the music, that's not songwriting to me. For a person that's been writing songs since she was 17 and I'm, in my 50s. So it's like, I just, to me, that's not songwriting. That is, that's somebody else writing it for you and you're just guiding it. So for me, I'm not going to say not use it, but I think we have to make sure we use it wisely and make sure that we are allowing God to speak to us, which is what we're supposed to be, ministers through song. In order for him to speak to us, we can't do it through another avenue. I think we have to meditate, allow God to come through us as individuals so that we can be a vessel. And that's where we get the opportunity to have the song minister to ourselves and then minister it to someone else. But if it's coming from somewhere else, then the lyrics are not even speaking to you. So
Yeah.
that's my take on it.
No way that you're 50, but I'm gonna leave that alone. So
Oh,
in
thank you.
in the
I'll
stage
accept it. To God be the glory. Because I
in,
promise you, I'm telling you the truth.
so in the stage play, you actually played a counselor, but you're a counselor in real life. So,
Yes.
what's the most consistent advice you've had to give as a counselor?
I think it would go back to being authentic. For me, a lot of people are come to me. Of course, I'm on the HR side, but I'm also in life coach and family counseling. I do a lot with youth. And so a lot of times people are trying to find themselves. What's my purpose? Where can I thrive? Where am I best at? And I like to tell people evaluate yourself. What have you done so far? And figure out what do you do with ease? What do you do without extra effort? What gifts and talents do you feel like you have that you would do if no one ever paid you to do it? And then while you're doing that, is that an authentic representation of who you are?
Yeah.
Because I think you're only good at what God designed you to be. And God designed us all different with a different fingerprint, a different, eye cast. So everything that we do should be authentic to what He designed us to be. That's kind of where I come from. And I think when you do that and stick to that, He opens doors because He's got an audience for you already. You don't realize it, but if you really just walk in the door and walk in the path that He's already created for you to walk in and identify what that purpose is, the sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. So authenticity is my thing, is to be authentic as much as you can. Yes, we have to cultivate, we have to develop our skills, but go back to the core of what God created you to be and what the strengths and weaknesses, and work on those things and make it be the best you can be.
Amen. So with that being said, we're gonna get into another video. Be right back with Tina now.
All right.
Don't let your problems get you down. He can turn it all around. No matter how great or small, He can solve it. He can solve them all. So I'm telling you now. Hey, He can turn it around. So I'm telling you now. He can turn it around.
Don't let your problems get you down. He can turn them all around. No matter how great or small, He can solve them. He can solve them all. I'm telling you now. He can turn them all around. I'm telling you now. He can turn them all around. He can turn them
He can turn it around. Let Him turn it, let Him turn it, let Him turn it around.
Let Him turn it, let Him turn it, let Him turn it around.
You should let Him turn it. Yeah. So I'm telling you.
He can turn it around.
Turn it around. He can turn them. I'm a living witness. He did it for me time and time again.
I'm telling you now. He can turn them all around. He can turn them. Nobody but you, God.
I believe it in my heart that He will.
I'm trying and I know
Turn
that
it
He will.
around.
He can turn it all around.
Let Him turn it, let Him turn it, let Him turn it around. You should let Him turn it, let Him turn it, let Him turn it around. Let Him turn it, let Him turn it, let Him turn it around. Let Him turn it, let Him turn it, let Him turn it around. Ladies and gentlemen,
We gon' groove with them tonight, B.
hey, this a vibe right here, B.
Hey. We like to welcome you out to the new growth.
New growth,
Everything new.
everything new.
Everything growing over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, they gon' groove to this one.
Let's get them, B.
We made it, look what we done. They say we couldn't make it in the hood we from. Somebody tell them we yeah. They thought we would fail, they said we would quit. Now look, we the main two that Jesus picked. Somebody tell them we yeah, the groove is back. Mr. New Cool is back. This a hit, so I abuse the track. They say the game full of lies where the truth is back. I would tell you I'm the best, but y'all used to that. I always picture this, how these blessings are ridiculous. Laughing all the way to the bank and I ain't ticklish. Life is kinda hard for a young black man. That's why I chase the ghost like a young Pac-Man. I hear your mama rappers, I'm like, what y'all saying? Ain't no scriptures in your bars, homie, what y'all saying? I had to pick a side, was on top of the fence. Now when they mention Christian rap, we on top of the list. Many nights praying, stayed on my knees. And now we stay lit like Christmas trees. Listening to the devil and he turned me wrong. Put the Lord in my life, now look, we on. We made it, look what we done. They say we couldn't make it in the hood we from. Somebody tell them we on. Yeah. They thought we would fail, they said we would quit. Now look, we the main two that Jesus picked. Somebody tell them we
We made it, we did it, we grown it, didn't kid it, now we own it. Used to rent it, from employee to president. They tried stopping us, sideline mocking us, underestimated, ain't no topping us. Washed in this blood, J. Christ mopping us. Got major labels on the Zoom call shopping us, and we ain't even entertain our steps ordained. Live by the flame that carries Yahweh's name. Me and Zone ballin' G, Bunny gotta be from the south and know of legends that speak. It's our moment in time, we own. Lights, camera, action, microphone, we own. Our testimony shining a light on the throne.
We made it, look what we done. They say we couldn't make it in the hood we from. Somebody tell them we on. Yeah. They thought we would fail, they said we would quit. Now look, we the main two that Jesus picked. Somebody tell them we on. Yeah.
We came so far and still have far to go. Far to go. We came so far and still have far to go. Far to go.
Back with Tina now. So you have a single out, Turn It Around. How did that come about?
Yeah, so actually it's not just my single, it's a collab. I've got 2 other singles out, My Faith and My Fight, Wait on Them, and a couple others, but Turn It Around, we were going on tour with Musgrove Distribution, Daniel Musgrove, and then Nelms Music Planet record label. My sister is the owner of our record label, and I'm an artist and a songwriter for the label. And so when he said, hey, you want to do a collab or want to do some music together, instead of him writing, he said, well, I hear you write, so send me something. And I'm like, oh, wow, okay, and get a chance to write for Molly. And so I submitted my best 2. And got with my producer, Roger Bubba Dowling, and here locally. And he had worked with him before, so that was an asset to have, to kind of know what he likes. Yeah. And when we submitted them, he came back and said, I'm having trouble figuring out which one we want to do. I like both of them. So that was the big tip for me, that I was able to, on the first bat, bat up to it and meet the challenge. And so I had one that was kind of about overcoming things throughout the day. And then this one, it was Turn It Around. He said, I like the Turn Around vibe because it's really a bop vibe. He said, you can ride in your car and it's got a great groove. He said, and for the 3 of us, myself, Leroy Thomas, and Molly Music, I think that'll be a great collab for us to do. So that's how we picked the song. He really picked it himself out of the 2 that I submitted. And we went on tour all last year, about 8 or 9 cities and states, and did the song, and we released a video for it this past January. So it's hot off the press. And it really is doing well. I got to say, I think we made it at the top 100 on media base so far. So they're doing good with it.
It's definitely a hot single. So
Yes.
you have something called Treasures and Blessings. Can you speak on that?
Yeah, so during the pandemic, there was a phenomenal woman by the name of Paula Young, Paula Fellingham, I'm sorry, that actually was cultivating some women, different entrepreneurs, getting us together. And she said, you know what? I'm thinking about doing a streaming TV channel with Roku and Amazon and Apple. She said, I would like to forte each of your backgrounds, whether it's counseling, music, whatever it is, physical fitness, health and wellness. So that's kind of how it came about. I'm the leader of the Faith and Inspirational channel. Treasures and Blessings is the name of the show. It airs every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central via Roku, Amazon, and Apple. And the name of the channel is Win Win Women TV. Win
Okay.
Win Women TV.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Make sure you guys go check that out. And you
Yes,
also
because
have
all of us are treasures, and it's your job to go out and be a blessing.
Amen.
That's the mantra.
Amen. You also have Nelms Music Planet. How'd that come together?
Yeah. Yes, so my sister is a musician and choir director as well. She's my older sister. I'm the youngest, and we've been, we started out doing music. I was GMWA writing songs and doing music when we were in our teens, and then of course, went off to college and do our own thing with corporate America. We're both professional with several degrees and all that. But recently, in about 2017, 2018, my grandmother passed, and with that being said, we had to get a choir together because she always loved us doing music together.
Yeah.
And so I was like, me on the piano, my sister up directing. So we got a few friends from some churches we had worked with before. We all came together, 30 people came together and sung some of my original music. And people kept saying, where's that choir? Where's that choir? We can't find them. We're like, that's just something we did for the funeral. It's not, And so the more we kept talking about it and we had kept saying we were going to do it, that was what catapulted Nelms Music Planet. We had wanted to do it. My sister was inspired by Vicky with Gospel Centric back in the day with Kirk Franklin, that she was a female owner, CEO, and she wanted to mirror that same model that, hey, a female Black owned record label could come out and do it, but also allow people to be themselves, authenticity again. Not so much we putting you in the box, you come sign with us and you got to do it our way. No, what are you good at and what is God telling you to do? And what can we do to help you get that out to the world? Because you're going to be the best you're going to be being authentic. So that's kind of the mantra of the Nelms Music Planet. It's called Planet because we want you to put music out that is outside of this world, this world. Yeah.
So I think I had one of your artists on my show, New Cool.
Yes, yes.
Earlier too.
And he's also a Nelms. We're related, actually. He's my cousin.
Really?
Yes,
Wow.
yes, he is.
They're another dope group too.
Yes, very, very high.
I'm a fan of their music myself.
Yeah, we just recently signed them about a month and a half ago. We added 2 new artists. They were one of them. And then also Brianna Wyatt is a new artist that's going to be coming out with music soon. The great thing is all 4 of us, including Leroy Thomas and myself, are going this coming weekend to the SOAR Awards in Chicago. And Leroy and I will be singing Turn It Around with Molly on the TV taping. And New Cool and Brianna Wyatt will be on the pre-show. So they'll get a chance to be able to perform in front of some A-listers as well. So we're excited about that and what God is doing.
Yes. That's what's up. So
yes,
give me something off your bucket list.
Bucket list. Wow. I try not to create those.
Mm-hmm.
and I know that's harsh to say. I mean, yeah, there's always things you want to do, but I guess nothing that I feel like if I didn't do, I don't know. I don't create I try not to do that. And this is the reason why. I try to live every day to the fullest.
Yeah.
And whatever that brings, I'm good with it. I can't say there's a bucket list. There's just, are there people I would like to work with? I'll say that.
Okay.
CeCe Winans, Yolanda Adams. Yes, those are the music veins for gospel that I would love to work with. I would love to do something with NDIRE on the love and inspirational. I write love and inspirational music.
Yeah.
So yeah, just to say musically, people I like to work with, maybe yes. But a bucket list, something that I haven't done, I can't say that's one. I'm just looking forward to meeting Jesus and hoping he says, "Servant, well done." That's it.
I don't know how many people know about NDIRE.
Yes, very good, authentic soul music, uplifting though,
I used to love NDIRE.
Yes,
music. So yes. What's next for you?
Well, I'm grateful to say I just posted a couple days ago that my Christmas song that I had come out, Joy, made it to #7. So definitely
Nice.
celebrating that media
Congratulations.
base. Thank you. And the International Women's Day with the Win Win Women organization is doing the International Women's Day organization all week next week, starting March 1st through March 8th. I will be speaking March 6th at 11:45 a.m. Central Time. And you can find that at internationalwomensday.org. And you can stream in. It's free. You can register for free. They'll be spotlighting a new song that I'm going to be dropping in the next couple days called I Win. I've done it before. This is a remix. The international women keep asking for it. They love it. So we did a little different twist to it. And we're coming out with it again early March during this week of the International Women's Day. So that's coming up soon. And then I have another song that's coming within the next 45 days or so called Call on the Lord. No matter where you find yourself, yes, he's been turning it around. But don't forget, no matter where you find yourself, you can still call on the Lord and he will answer.
Man.
Yes.
All right, so this is the part of the show where we give you the floor. If you want to say an inspirational message, you want to send a shout out, you want to plug your social media, whatever you want to do, the floor is yours.
Sure. First of all, thank you so much for having me again.
Yes.
Glad to be here. But to speak to the audience, just to let you know, as I've been talking about authenticity all along, a lot of times when I got ready to start artistry at this level, I kind of got to that point where, okay, I'm middle aged. Maybe I thought God had done all he was going to do through me. And sometimes we discourage ourselves. We talk against ourselves, but we need to uplift ourselves and know that we are more than conquerors and that we have a purpose in this life. Whatever God has for you, it's inside of you already. It's for you to cultivate it, for you to dig deep and find it, assess, observe, do the work. And I promise you, it will be rewarding to you. He's opened so many doors that I would have never thought that he would have in the last 4 or 5 years in my music career. I mean, I've been playing for churches all my life, but to do it at this level is a different opportunity. And lastly, for those that are artists, I would have to share, it is a business. Don't forget it's a business. Yes, we are creatives. We are artistry of words and lyrics and musical talents. But at the end of the day, make sure you get things in black and white, protect yourself, have a circle around you that looks out for you above no other, and make sure that you give God the glory for what all he's doing. And you can find me at Tina Nelms Music on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and you can look us up as a label at nelmsmusicplanet.com. And that's NELMS musicplanet.com. Thank you.
So make sure you guys go out and support Tina Nelms. This has been another episode of Vantage Point. I'm your host, MC Sonrize Music, as usual. Thank you, Tina Nelms, for being on the show. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
All right. Peace out.
God will give you strength to make it, and the power to go on. No matter what the world may bring, I know that God supplies my needs. My faith and my fight, it was. My faith and my fight, it was. My faith and my fight will bring me through. God will give you strength to make it, and the power to go on. No matter what the world may bring, I know that God will supply my needs. My faith and my fight, it was. My faith and my fight, it was. My faith and my fight will bring me through. It will get hard sometimes, and you feel you want to lose your mind, but the master of the sea has heard my despairing cry, and I know it was my faith and my fight. It was my faith and my fight. bring us through. We made it. We made it. We made it with you, God. Oh, we made it. We made it. We made it with God. No matter the situation, we made it. You're standing here. We made it. You're still breathing with God. My healer, everything I need is in you. God will give you strength to make it, and the power to go on. No matter what the world may bring, I know God will supply my needs. My faith and my fight will bring me through.